planet. Let us make it happen.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart to IAA for making me a part of this beautiful and important evening. And very important Senegalese philosopher Baba Diom, he once said that at the end of the day, we as human beings, we will only protect things that we love. So we as artists, we as enablers have to make everyone fall in love with the natural world. And hopefully through that love, we will find it within ourselves to protect, to conserve, and to sustain.
A serious note on sustainability, frankly, I think it's a great initiative right from day one when this started. So I had written this few lines which probably sounds more appropriate to read today. यह प्रश्न सांस का है, कुछ करना होगा. यह प्रश्न प्यास का है, कुछ करना होगा. कोई वृक्ष हमारे जड़ से हिला रहा है. एक सत्य खरा है, आंखें मिला रहा है. मैं क्षुब्ध नहीं होने दूंगा पानी को, अवरुद्ध नहीं होने दूंगा पानी को. मैं वृद्ध नहीं होने दूंगा पानी को, मैं क्रुद्ध नहीं होने दूंगा पानी को.
And it was wonderful. This evening was absolutely fascinating for me.
Oh my God, lovely.
Besides just entertaining people, if we can use music as a medium to bring about even a slight change in human beings, I think we would have achieved a lot.
India is home to 14 of the 20 most polluted cities in the world. But change is possible, and it starts with the way we build. At Deepak Builders and Developers, we're committed to a greener, healthier tomorrow. Our homes aren't just made of brick and mortar, they're built on sustainability and responsibility. From fly ash bricks and rainwater harvesting, to natural light, cross-ventilation, and grey water recycling. Every DBD home is designed as a green home. We've integrated sewage treatment plants, effluent treatment units, and an organic waste composting OWC system, ensuring that waste is never wasted. Our spaces support the future with electric vehicle charging points, solar electricity systems, and expansive landscaped green zones backed by continuous tree plantation. Proudly certified by the Indian Green Building Council, IGBC, Deepak Builders and Developers are setting new benchmarks in sustainable real estate. Based in Nashik, a city with one of Maharashtra's better AQI levels, we're working to preserve and enhance that, one thoughtful project at a time. Because at DBD, we believe the future of India isn't just in building homes, but in building responsible, future-ready communities. Deepak Builders and Developers, building a greener Nashik, a greener India.
It's in the air. This is going to be out.
Go, go, go. Popcorn.
गर्मी स्क्वाड, हम गर्मी का आतंक मचाने आए हैं. ओए, freeze.
Blue Star, AC on. Fast cooling inverter AC with voice command technology. Blue Star गर्मी की छुट्टी. अरे, freeze तो आप हो गए.
Our partnership built on trust, transparency, and business outcomes.
At Mobiligent, we don't just run campaigns, we reposition the brands.
Every brand has a story, and we help them tell it better. With data, with insight, and vision.
ROS is our religion. We build, optimize, and scale for impact.
Mobiligent, driving brands forward. Let's create next success story together.
I just say how very privileged I feel tonight to be invited to this prestigious award night and to be made a part of an evening that honors the winners of the Olive Crown Awards. I might be preaching to the converted already in this audience, but I genuinely feel that all communicators and that includes all of us here tonight, need to take this matter more seriously and do whatever we can to ensure we stop this mindless destruction of planet Earth. I'm very pleased that the India chapter of the IAA are conducting the Olive Crown Awards like a cause. A subject like this deserves nothing else. I'm pleased to hear that the Olive Crown Awards have been accepted by the industry completely, and they are growing all over Asia.
Today, we are in a world in which it is companies who determine economic direction and resource use. It is companies. And we are the companies, and it is you who are projecting, and you, the advertising and the media professions, who are projecting them.
We set out our new purpose, which is to use the power of creativity to build a better future for our people, our clients, and our communities. And I think what you're doing today is very
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us at the 15th IAA Olive Crown Awards. We'd like to kindly request all of you to please take your seats as we're about to begin. And just like we reduce noise pollution for a greener planet, let's also reduce the digital noise in this room. So I'm going to request all of you to please put your phones on silent mode so that the only thing resonating tonight will be the power of purposeful communication. Before we start the show, we'd also like to thank our presenting partner, Deepak Builders and Developers, associate partner, Blue Star, supporting partner, Mobligent, print media partners, The Hindu Group, The Free Press Journal, Deccan Herald, and Hindustan Times. Web media partners at Gully, MXN, Indian Television, and Media News for You, and our strategic partner, Avador. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have all of you please take your seats as the program begins right here, right now. All right, a hearty good evening to all the Green Warriors. Namaste and a warm welcome to all of you. Well, my name is Kavya Chavali, and on behalf of the India chapter of the International Advertising Association and the Asian Federation of Advertising Associations, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to an evening that truly honors and celebrates exceptional work done in the field of communicating sustainability. Now, I must admit one thing for sure, that this is my second time coming over here to host this spectacular evening. So when the team told me that I'll be on board again to host the program, I realized that one step closer to sustainability for me would be actually adorning a hand-woven sari made by my artisan, Mr. Mohan Garu from Andhra Pradesh. So thank you so much for that, because I do believe that I will get to join you all to spearhead 6 yards of conversations and celebrations for the rest of the evening. So thank you so much for joining us. Now, they often say that going green is good for the planet, but clapping is good for the heart. So can we all come together, have a hearty round of applause, each and every one of you. Let's pump up that energy. Let's bring that energy back in the air. It's just absolutely amazing to see each and every one of you here. Now, there was a very interesting quote that I came across when I typed the term sustainability. And the quote goes by, "The greatest threat," I repeat, "the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it." But tonight, the ideas and the people that we are about to honor, they're the ones that didn't wait. And I'll tell you this, that you stepped up, you spoke out, and you showed us how creativity, when used with conscience, can be a catalyst for real change. And just like we've been saying for the last 15 years, a force for good. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, a warm welcome to all of you to the 15th edition of the IAA Olive Crown Awards. That's right. We love that. We love that energy. We love that enthusiasm, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we often hear that when we talk about some of our closest people, they're the ones that leave behind memories. Then there are others that leave behind legacies. And then there are some that leave both. Ladies and gentlemen, the IAA and Marcom industry lost a gem of a person earlier this year, Dr. Bhaskar Das. Before we start the show, I'd like to please request all of you to kindly stand up and pay a silent tribute to the very person who gave us so much and who gave so much to the industry. So I'm going to request all of you to please observe 30 seconds silence. Ladies and gentlemen, I now request all of you to please take your seats. There's often a saying that what you do for yourself leaves with you when you leave the world. What you do for the others remains immortal. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring your attention back to the evening, but let me also set the context for all of you, because 15 years ago, when sustainability was still finding its voice in boardrooms and brainstorming sessions, the India chapter of the International Advertising Association chose to lead the conversation. With the Olive Crown Awards, we decided to bring sustainability to the forefront by honoring those who, like us, were ahead of the curve, those who use storytelling not just to sell, but to serve. And what a journey indeed it's been. From awareness to action, from intent to impact, this platform has grown into one of Asia's most respected recognitions for sustainability-led communication. That's right indeed. So tonight, as we shine a light on the greatest ideas and the boldest believers, we also celebrate a legacy that proves when creativity meets purpose, it doesn't just move markets, it moves the world. Well, let me also tell you this, that this evening we have a very inspiring evening ahead, full of stories that will stir you, and a community that continues to build a better world, one idea at a time. So, to officially begin this evening and to welcome all of you and to also talk about this milestone achievement, please join me with a huge round of applause as we welcome on stage Janak Sardar, Chairperson, IAA Olive Crown Awards 2025 and founder and CEO, BFF Foods. Zordar taaliya ho jaye everyone. Let's make it louder and louder, everyone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. They say 15 years are just a blink of an eye. in the life of an association. And so it is for the India chapter of the International Advertising Association. What began as a dream that was clearly ahead of its time is now one of the most respected and coveted awards in Asia. The Olive Crown Awards for Excellence in Communicating Sustainability are not just another award. It is our industry's promise to be guardian of brand earth. It is the IAA's commitment to always prove that communication is a force for good. It is a journey of an idea that has blossomed into a movement which attracts entries from across the world. And we are honored that some international winners make it a point to fly down to Mumbai to accept an Olive Crown, as they have again this year. Run as a cause, there are no entry fees and no ticketed events. And I'm delighted to inform you that we received a record number of entries this year. And this hall, overflowing with some of the finest creative talent this country can boast of, and some of the tallest leaders of our comm industry, is a validation on how far the Olive Crowns have come. I would like to make a special mention of a few people since this is a landmark here. Thank you, Ramesh Narayan, Kaushik Roy, Srinivasan Swamy, all the presidents of India chapter of IAA who have helped us see the world. Once again, I welcome you all to this great evening for planet Earth. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Sarda. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and on that befitting note, as we march ahead, I do know that all of us are also eagerly looking forward to the Goa Fest that's slated and scheduled for this year, which is why the only way we can showcase the energy and the momentum that's about to be created at Goa Fest, we're going to do that with that quick AV. So let's take a look at the journey and the AV right here on the screen, please. All right, that's got us mighty excited as well. And I hope everyone is ready and geared up for Goa Fest this year. Can I see a quick hands raise? How many of you are excited about Goa Fest? Well, even I am. Yes, incredible indeed. Well, in that case, then go ahead and do register yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, as we gear up for Goa Fest as well, coming up in the month of May. But now, before we move forward, we also have a very heartfelt message coming in from one of the pioneers of the industry. I'm talking about none other than Mr. Piyush Pandey. So let's take a look at the message.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I'm not with you. I wish everyone, the winners of today, the participants of today, the cheerleaders of today, and of course, Ramesh, the very best for a lovely evening. I remember many years back at Stream, WBB Stream in Jaipur, Sanjeev Mehta made a speech and showed a commercial which was for sustainability about the shower, and everyone loved it. And Sanjeev did something which was very nasty to me. He said, if you like this commercial, after my presentation, each one of you go and give Piyush a hug. And there were 250 hugs that I got that afternoon. So today, with all good spirit and happy mood of 15 years, I request you all to give Ramesh a hug sometime of the evening and wish him many more years. Each one of you, don't let him go. Have a lovely evening. Bye.
Well, thank you indeed. And I'm sure everyone echoes with what Mr. Piyush Pandey has shared. And yes, I'm sure we would have loved for his presence here this evening, but nonetheless, we know who's going to walk away with maximum hugs this evening, right? All right, so then let's also have a huge round of applause for Mr. Ramesh Narayan, past president, IAA India chapter, for not just initiating, but being the driving force behind the 15 years that we celebrate this evening. Now, on that note, each year, the IAA Olive Crown Awards receive hundreds of entries across categories, each one rooted in purpose and powered by creativity. But this year is special. The 15th edition, a milestone that not only marks the passage of time, but the growth of a movement. And as the entries came in, once again, our belief was reaffirmed that there is no dearth of brands, agencies, and individuals who are committed to communicating for a better planet. Well, of course, as they say, that with great ideas come great responsibility of choosing the very best. And for that, we turn to a jury that reflects the same values as the awards. So before we celebrate the winners, the Green Warriors, who will take home the olive crowns, let's take a moment to acknowledge the ones who helped us get here. So first up, let's take a look at this beautiful glimpses coming in from the jury meet. Let's have the AV on the screen, please.
We're really pleased to see a lot more agencies doing work in different areas of sustainability. It's not just what we usually see in terms of, climate and plastic, but really pushing the envelope into causes that are really, really critical. So overall, it's been a fantastic day.
Sustainability is a cause whose time has come. It has truly arrived, and the Olive Crown Awards are a wonderful initiative to highlight the work in this domain. And it's been great to see all the work and to see all the work supported by so many clients across so many diverse industries.
I'm also glad to see a lot more innovation coming out in the space, and I'm a little disappointed with the digital side of things. I think we should be actually upping the game when it comes down to the digital side of things. But there's a hell of a lot of unreleased work, which I hope clients actually look at and probably release it the next time around, because it's really good work which is actually there on the table.
I was just blown away by the sheer ambition of the work, the causes that were spoken about, showcased through the ads. As Tista said, they're far beyond the typical save the planet, save water, save plastics kind of conversations.
Cheers to 15 years of IAA Olive Crown Awards.
And now to present a token of our gratitude to our jury, may I please invite on stage Jaideep Gandhi, Vice President, IAA India Chapter, and Janak Sada, Chairperson, IAA Olive Crown Awards. May I please invite both of you on stage. And now, everyone, it's time to put our hands together for our lovely jury. So let me please invite Amrish Chakrabarti, Senior Partner and Executive Creative Director, RK Swami Limited. I'd also like to please invite Carlton De Silva, co-founder, Musemakers and House of Art, to please come on stage as well. Our fabulous jury, the ones present here this evening. We'd also like to thank our jury, as in a big thanks to Tista Sain, founder Tista Things, and Rahul Ghosh, National Creative Director, VML, who unfortunately could not join us today. request our Vice President and Chairperson to please remain on stage. You know, I was always curious, whenever there's a jury round, are there fireworks going on, you know, with the jury in terms of deciding and debating who the winners would be, who would actually walk away with the Olive Crown. So it's incredible to see the jury come together and pick our winners this evening. Now this year, IAA, along with the Indian Merchants Chambers, called for entries from creative industry to craft campaigns that promote eco-conscious behavior and inspire real-world impact. And we had a fabulous jury judging the work, and I'd like to also please invite them on stage. So with a huge round of applause, let's keep that applause going. May I please invite Raj Nair, Chief Creative Officer, Garage Worldwide, Bobby Pawar, Advertiser, and as he likes to say, former ad guy, Senthil Kumar, Chief Creative Officer, VML, PG Aditya, co-founder and CCO, Talented. We also had Amer Jalil, co-founder, Curativity, on our jury, but he could not join us today. But I'd like to thank the jury members of the IAA IMC to please come on stage. I'm going to continue requesting you to remain on stage. With that, it's now time to acknowledge those who have believed in our efforts, invested in it, and also helped us grow. They continue to walk this green journey with us, our wonderful partners. First up, let's take a look at the story of our presenting partner, and let's have that on the screen, please.
India is home to 14 of the 20 most polluted cities in the world. But change is possible, and it starts with the way we build. At Deepak Builders and Developers, we're committed to a greener, healthier tomorrow. Our homes aren't just made of brick and mortar, they're built on sustainability and responsibility. From fly ash bricks and rainwater harvesting, to natural light, cross-ventilation, and grey water recycling. Every DBD home is designed as a green home. We've integrated sewage treatment plants, effluent treatment units, and an organic waste composting OWC system, ensuring that waste is never wasted. Our spaces support the future with electric vehicle charging points, solar electricity systems, and expansive landscaped green zones backed by continuous tree plantation. Proudly certified by the Indian Green Building Council, IGBC, Deepak Builders and Developers are setting new benchmarks in sustainable real estate. Based in Nashik, a city with one of Maharashtra's better AQI levels, we're working to preserve and enhance that, one thoughtful project at a time. Because at DBD, we believe the future of India isn't just in building homes, but in building responsible, future-ready communities. Deepak Builders and Developers, building a greener Nashik, a greener India.
May I please request Devashri Chande, Managing Director, Deepak Builders and Developers, to please join us on stage to accept a small token of gratitude. And now let's take a look at the story of our associate partners for the evening. Let's take a look at the AV, please.
This is going to be ours.
Go, go, go. आप कौन?
गर्मी स्क्वाड, हम गर्मी का आतंक मचाने आए हैं। ओए, फ्रीज।
Blue Star, AC on. Fast cooling inverter AC with voice command technology. Blue Star गर्मी की छुट्टी. अरे, freeze तो आप हो गए?
Can we also have a huge round of applause for our associate partners as well? And I'd like to please invite Girish Hingorani, Vice President, Marketing, Consumer Products and Corporate Communications, to please come on stage. All right, then. We'll have the token of gratitude handed over a little later. But with that, let's also take a look at the story of our supporting partners for the evening.
Our partnership built on trust, transparency, and business outcomes.
At Mobiligent, we don't just run campaigns, we reposition the brands.
Every brand has a story, and we help them tell it better. With data, with insight, and vision.
ROS is our religion. We build, optimize, and scale for impact.
Mobiligent driving brands forward. Let's create next success story together.
Well, let's keep that applause going, ladies and gentlemen. And I'd like to please invite Chitranjan Mishra, CEO and founder, Mobiligent, to please come on stage to accept a small token of our gratitude. All right, then let's march ahead, because we'd also like to thank Avador for being our strategic partner and helping us put together the awards portal, making it fully a digital process. So if I could please invite on stage Sraval Roy Motukuru from Avador to please come on stage. And can we keep that applause going one more time, everyone? Thank you very much to our partners, and thank you very much for doing the honors. Thank you indeed. Let's also hear a huge round of applause for our print media partners. So can we keep that applause going again? For the Hindu Group, the Free Press Journal, Deccan Herald, and Hindustan Times. Web media partners at Gully, MXM, Indian Television, and Media News for you. Now, before we get to our awards this evening, over the years, we've seen IAA's commitment to using communication as a force for good, and our constant collaboration with the other industry bodies in continuation to this effort. So we do have a short AV for all of you. Once again, all eyes on the screen, please.
Bharat welcomes the world to a new era of creativity. Waves, World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit, as Mumbai hosts the global stage for creativity and innovation. Connecting creators through Creatosphere, where emerging voices rise. Wave Accelerator, where ideas meet global investors. Waves Bazaar, a global marketplace for content. Connecting countries through global media dialogue and industry roundtable. Bharat Pavilion, capturing India's rich history of storytelling.
वेव्स के रूप में भारत एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बनाने जा रहा है जिसमें दुनिया के एंटरटेनमेंट लैंडस्केप पर उसको बदलने की क्षमता होगी.
From culturals to cinema, gaming to animation, fueling the next wave of entertainment. Connecting creators, connecting countries. Waves 2025.
That's right. Looks like Waves is all set to make waves in Mumbai. And as part of Waves Summit, the Advertising Agencies Association of India has also organized 2 contests, Make the World Wear Khadi and Ad Spend Optimizer Hackathon. Now, winners of these contests will be felicitated at the Waves Summit during 1st to 4th May 2025. So to all our creative geniuses in the room, do participate. And now the time has come for when ideas get to take center stage, where purpose meets applause, where green isn't just a color, it's a commitment. Now, a few pieces of important information before we call our first set of presenters to do the honors. I'd like to inform that as we call out the winners, I'd like to request the brand and agency teams to please join us on stage to accept the Olive Crown. And we will be doing that center stage, or else our photographer, Saab, will keep saying, sir, center, center, center. So I'm going to request everyone to ensure you're taking the center stage. The spotlight is on you. And that's how we will be doing the felicitations for the evening. Now, our jury was mightily impressed with some campaigns. And these are the campaigns that have won multiple awards across across categories. We have also clubbed their fabulous work and kept them right at the end of our evening presentation. And to all our friends cheering on, please don't forget to cheer not just for your brands and agencies, but for each of the green warriors, each change maker in this room tonight. So yes, with that, as we now march ahead, let me also tell you that over the years, the work that we have seen has moved from single ad releases to campaigns that have become brand philosophy and missions. And tonight we award more than 40 Olive Crowns, the highest we've ever had. Can you have a round of applause for that? We're talking about 40 plus Olive Crown Awards, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said before, our jury was mightily impressed with more than just the ones that we are awarding tonight. So we begin this evening by showcasing our jury's special mentions in a category where communication created did not just make it as a campaign, but still showcases some absolutely amazing thoughts. Let's take a look at this AV.
In the category Press Unreleased, the jury's special mention goes to Searching for Hope, You Can Help, created by Ogilvy India for WWF India. Ocean's Hottest Choker Collection, created by ARC Worldwide for Blue Marine Foundation. Size Matters, created by Ogilvy India for National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Imaginary Wildlife, created by Ogilvy India for Worldwide Fund for Nature. Restrain, created by R.K. Swamy for Paradeep Phosphates Limited. Pure Plastic Milk, created by FCB Interface for Cattle India Foundation. Doomsday Sale, created by FCB Interface for Amazon.
A special round of applause for the special mentions, ladies and gentlemen. And now to present the first set of awards, let me please invite on stage Anita Srivastava, Head of Sustainability, IOCL, Kailash Adhikari, Managing Director, Shri Adhikari Brothers, and KV Sridhar, Global Chief Creative Officer, Nehlant Limited, and Mukund Galgali, Deputy CEO and CFO, Z Entertainment Enterprises Limited. We've got some heavy weights here inside the room. Can we have a heavy round of applause for our very first set of presenters, everyone? All right, so our first set of presenters will be presenting 4 Olive Crowns across 2 categories. Let's have you take center stage. All right, with that, in continuation to our special mentions, our first category looks at work that communicates sustainability brilliantly, but did not get released. And we hope that it does in the coming year. In this category, we have 3 joint gold Olive Crowns. So what we're about to do is we'll be requesting our presenters to also come side stage so that we can all take a look at the very first winning campaign over here. And let's have the AV on the screen, please.
In the category Press Unreleased, the joint gold Olive Crown goes to Fast Fashion, created by Tempest Advertising Private Limited.
A visual metaphor that exposes how fast fashion chokes our ecosystems, one trend at a time. Can we keep that applause going louder and louder? Let me please invite the team on stage, please. The winning team. Unreleased, fashioned by Tempest, our first Gold Olive Crown winner. Congratulations, team. On that note, I'll now be requesting our presenters to remain on stage, but let's also take a look at the second Gold Olive Crown in this category.
In the category Press Unreleased, the joint Gold Olive Crown goes to Ice Sheet, created by R.K. Swami for Hope.
Ice sheets that's been created by R.K. Swami. Can we have the team on stage? And presenters, let me please request you to go center stage. A stark, textured call to action that reveals how melting ice isn't just a climate crisis, but it's a collapsing habitat for wildlife. Again, a stark reminder there for us all. Congratulations. Well, moving ahead, let's now take a look at the third Gold Olive Crown in this category.
In the category Press Unreleased, the joint Gold Olive Crown goes to the Human Dustbin, created by VML for WWF, World Wildlife Fund.
Such a unique take on the penguin bins that we've all seen. The Human Dustbin, created by VML. Congratulations. Congratulations, team. I'd like to request our presenters to please remain on stage because our second category looks at unreleased TVC cinema, and we have one Silver Olive Crown in this category. Let's take a look.
In the category TVC Cinema Unreleased, the Silver Olive Crown goes to Two Pots of Water, created by Chirag Rural Development Foundation.
makes us really wonder about how much we've taken for granted. So congratulations, team, for making us pause, making us reflect. And on that note, I'd also like to thank our presenters for doing the honors. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the next set of awards, I'd like to please invite on stage Pradeep Vivedi, IAA Mancom member and Group CEO, Eros Media World, PLC. I'd also like to please invite Devapriya Dutt, Director Projects, South and Southeast Asia Earth Day Org. And may I also please invite R. Giridharan, Chief General Manager, RBI, to please come on stage. In fact, our presenters will be presenting a total of 3 Olive Crowns across 3 categories. And our next category looks at press services. And we have 1 Gold Olive Crown. So I'm going to request our presenters to please come to the side of the stage. Okay, first we'll do a quick photo op. Yes, we'll do that. Superb indeed. And now I'll request our presenters to join me on this side as well. But with that, let's take a look on the screen, please.
In the category Press Services, the Gold Olive Crown goes to FPJ Paper Ganesha, created by Rediffusion Brand Solutions for Free Press Journal.
A powerful blend of tradition, sustainability. So congratulations to the entire team. Let me please invite you, sir, on stage. And let me request our presenters to please come center stage to do the honors. Congratulations. Now, our next category looks at campaigns that make an impact in the digital realm. And this is where we are awarding the Silver Olive Crown. So yes, I know we're all curious to find out. Then all eyes on the screen, please.
In the category Digital, the Silver Olive Crown goes to
by boosting rural adoption of cooking gas, reducing the use of firewood, we are saving tiger habitats, keeping the tiger burning bright in the forests of the night. HP Gas celebrates the rise in India's tiger numbers.
Gas Burner, created by R.K. Swami for HP Gas.
Can we have a roaring round of applause, everyone? From winning in Unreleased last year to winning a Silver Olive Crown, a huge round of applause indeed to the entire team. Now, our next category looks at events that didn't just gather people, but united them around purpose, planet, and powerful ideas. Let us have a look at the Silver Olive Crown in this category.
In the category Events, the Silver Olive Crown goes to
Since 2016-17, the world is witnessing a convergence of climate crisis, economic downturn, social issues, and pandemic outbreak. Everywhere, people collectively experience their lives and the society around them getting rewired in terms of values, attitudes, lifestyle, and behaviors at a breakneck speed. Brands and businesses, therefore, needed to recode themselves to be the guiding force and lighthouse for people to navigate towards a better world and a better life. With ESG, generative AI, DEI becoming the cornerstones for growth, the 45th IAA World Congress provided a timely opportunity to facilitate such an endeavor. We knew we had to deliver a platform that is a true representation of the global perspectives, expertise, and inclusion of the marketing and advertising industry. The Congress achieved its objectives thanks to the collective efforts of the Malaysian marketing and advertising community. Here were some of the highlights. So, can a small group of volunteers trigger global conversations to equip brands with growth strategies relevant to today's business realities? We did, because we dared to dream for a better world, better life.
Recode 45th IAA World Congress 2024. Created by IAA Malaysia.
A global stage where marketing met meaning, and the IAA World Congress champions sustainability by putting purpose, planet, and progress at the heart of every conversation. In fact, joining us on stage is the chairperson of the 45th IAA World Congress, who's flown down all the way from Kuala Lumpur. Can we have a huge round of applause one more time? Absolutely incredible. We have Mr. John Chako, President IAA Malaysia, who's joined us this evening. Congratulations, and thank you very much to our presenters. Thank you for doing the honors. With that, let's now move on to our next set of awards. And to do the honors, may I please invite on stage Dr. Anantharaman Subramanian, Vice President, Sustainability, Siemens. May I also please invite Anil Singhvi, Managing Editor, Z Business. And yes, we'll also keep that applause going as I invite our presenters on stage. And ladies and gentlemen, may I also please invite Mr. Srinivasan K. Swami, Chairperson, AFA. And if I may also please invite Devika S., Vice President, Operations, Mathrubhumi, to please come on stage. Our presenters will be presenting a total of 2 olive crowns across 2 categories. Now, our next category looks at excellence in production. In this category, we have 1 silver olive crown. So let's take a look at the winner, and we'll do that with the AV, please.
In the category Print Production, the silver olive crown goes to Calendar, created by Ibisco Media Works Private Limited for GKB.
A simple and alongside a brilliant solution. Congratulations to the teams of GKB and Abisco Media Works. Of the music as well, and keep that applause coming, everyone. Let's go with the beats. Congratulations. All right, now our next category celebrates bold ideas that turned everyday spaces into powerful reminders. And we have one gold olive crown that's being presented. So first up, AV on the screen, please.
In the category Out of Home, the gold olive crown goes to...
Ever since she bit the proverbial apple, Eve lost out in the Garden of Eden, damning the poor fruit's reputation for eternity. Until, of course, Sir Isaac Newton redeemed it for good. Ignorance could be bliss for a while, but treacherous forever. Take plastics. They bear the same fate as the apple from Eve's time. Misunderstood, feared, hated. And it's time the world realized how plastic isn't Count Dracula reincarnated, but a material that actually sustains and saves life on the planet. From health to hospitality, and aviation to construction, life as we know it today is inconceivable without plastics. The real elephant in the room isn't plastics so much as human behavior. A nuance which has conveniently gone missing in all the one-sided conversations around this wonder material. However, challenging a universally accepted half-truth isn't easy. We needed an engaging story to tell. We decided to do that by bringing back the serpent, the original cheerleader of knowledge and wisdom. This time with a few of its friends. The idea was to make everyone sit up and take notice in a world where a distorted narrative was crying out for some balance. Across retail outlets, coffee shops, and other public spaces, we put out these messages that connected with the TG one-on-one. By turning the conversation on its head, we tried to make a tiny dent in a narrative that made plastics a ready scapegoat by overlooking all of its virtues. Is it plastics? Or is it us? All 8 billion of us. It's time we understood the true import of this question. We know this is just a start, and we have no metric to measure its success. If the serpent and its friends can force us to have an honest conversation, that's the best we could hope for.
Animals Love Plastic. Created by Underdog India for FPNP. Fight pollution, not plastic.
What an unusual but a fantastic take. Congratulations, team. As I invite them to please come on stage to receive the honor, and let's also welcome them with a huge round of applause one more time. Congratulations to the entire team. And I'd like to thank our presenters for doing the honors. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you again. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, with that, we're now about to move on to our next set and to present the next set of awards. I'd like to please invite on stage Kranti Gada, IAA Mancom member and founder, Neon. We'd also like to please invite Priya Zutshi, Head Sustainability Insights and Outreach, Aditya Birla Group. I'd also like to please invite Harish Narayan, Chief Marketing and Digital Officer, HDFC Mutual Fund. So let me please invite all our presenters to please come on stage. And let's have you all please do the honors for our next set of winners. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, now our presenters will be presenting 3 Olive Crowns, and our next category recognizes some truly new age campaigns, ideas, and innovations in the sustainability space that have truly left their mark. So we've got 1 silver and 2 joint gold Olive Crowns in this category. So let's take a look at the Silver Olive Crown.
In the category New Age Green Initiative, the Silver Olive Crown goes to Sustainable Toads, a plentiful target in the Indian markets. Created by Trunk Tales.
Bags that meet sustainability and creativity. Tote bag fans, let's have a round of applause. I'm also going to join in. Incredible indeed. Congratulations, team. And let's have all of you come together, center stage. Congratulations, team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the first joint gold Olive Crown in this category.
In the category New Age Green Initiative, the joint gold Olive Crown goes to
Through innovation, we have transformed plastic waste into something remarkable: bricks. These bricks can be used to construct homes and structures without depleting natural resources like hills, rivers, and sand. No cement, no paint, and no environmental harm. The Mathrubhumi and K. Titilapalli Foundation's Endeavour project brought this innovation to life. This house is strong enough to withstand harsh winds and heavy rains. Built in under a month, they offer a quick, sustainable solution to the housing crisis. Let's build more homes like these. Protect our forest, conserve our rivers, and safeguard our planet. Together, we can turn today's challenges into tomorrow's solutions. Let's make dreams come true.
Enteweed, transforming plastic waste into sustainable shelters. Created by Mathrubhumi Printing and Publishing Company Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, a powerful, powerful solution turning plastic into sustainable and sturdy homes. A new age initiative by an organization that has also championed some sustainability through the years. Huge congratulations indeed. And now let's take a look at the joint gold olive crown in this category.
In the category New Age Green Initiative, the joint gold olive crown goes to Love Crumbs Takeaway Cup, created by Hyphen Brand for Love Crumbs.
Let's have a lovely round of applause, everyone. I will never look at my coffee cup the same way anymore. It's incredible indeed, the kind of work that's happening. Huge congratulations to the entire team. Simple yet a thoughtful solution. Congratulations again, and thank you to our presenters. Thank you for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, IAA has always believed that change happens when we drive it with not just communication, but bringing into mix policymakers to further action. And it is truly an honor to have amidst us a distinguished leader who has been at the helm of conversations that shape our state's future. He holds the distinction of being the second youngest speaker of any state in India. In fact, his vision, leadership, and dedication has been instrumental in shaping impactful discussions and policies. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming none other than Shri Rahul Narvekar, Honorable Speaker of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. And if I may please humbly invite you to come on stage, sir, as he joins in to present some of our biggest awards tonight. And joining Shri Rahul on stage, if I may also please invite Harshita Narvekar, one of the most hardworking citizen representatives in South Mumbai. If I can also please. All right, so then on that note, we'll then move ahead to presenting the next set of awards. So firstly, thank you very much. Bahut bahut dhanyawad, sir. Thank you for joining us this evening, sir. But to present the next set of awards, to also do the honors, I'd also like to please invite on stage Srinivasan K. Swami, Chairperson, AFA, and Executive Group Chairperson, R.K. Swami Limited, and Abhishek Karnani, President, IAA India Chapter, and President, Free Press Journal. In fact, our presenters will be presenting our next two awards. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to look at the Green Advertiser of the Year. With 1 silver and 1 gold olive crown, first up, let's take a look at the silver olive crown.
The Silver Olive Crown for Green Advertiser of the Year goes to Eastern Media Limited.
And you must be wondering what's next. It's time for applause, everyone. Let's hear it for Eastern Media Limited. And if I could please invite the entire team to please come on stage. Congratulations to the entire team. We will be seeing their campaign work shortly. But for now, it's time to take a look at the gold olive crown for the Green Advertiser of the Year.
The Gold Olive Crown for Green Advertiser of the Year goes to Adani Enterprises Limited.
Let's have a huge round of applause, everyone. Let's hear it one more time to the entire team at Adani for their commitment to sustainability. We will also get to see their work shortly, so stay tuned. Congratulations. And while I request our presenters to remain on stage, I'd also like to please invite Janak Sarda, Chairperson, IAA Olive Crown Awards, and founder and CEO, BFF Foods, to please come on stage as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big one indeed. It's time to recognize the individual that has made it their life's mission to put the green agenda on not just top of their list, but also made sure that the people around them have stood up and took notice. Our winner tonight is a visionary environmentalist whose impactful initiatives have significantly contributed to preserving and rejuvenating natural ecosystems across Maharashtra. Let's take a look.
Welcome, with a huge round of applause, the Green Crusader of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have the loudest round of applause. It is an honor to have with us Dharmesh Barai joining us this evening. Sir and ma'am, I'm going to request you to please come center stage. But before we present the honor, before we do the honors, I'd like to also request our presenters to allow me to please read the citation. I'd like to please read the citation, so please allow me a minute. The International Advertising Association and AFA proudly present the prestigious award for Green Crusader of the Year to Dharmesh Barai, a visionary environmentalist whose impactful initiatives have been pivotal in preserving and rejuvenating Maharashtra's natural ecosystems. for founding the Environment Life Foundation and spearheading the Mangrove Cleanup Drive, mobilizing over 90,000 volunteers to remove 850 tons of waste from coastal ecosystems since 2020. For pioneering the Waterfall Cleanup Drive, restoring 21 cascades and removing 12 tons of debris, while also inspiring systemic action through his railway track cleanup campaign with Indian Railways. For leading the Plastic-Free Sahyadri initiative, combating plastic pollution in ecologically sensitive mountain regions and educating tourists to foster community stewardship. For collaborating with local governments, schools, and corporations to amplify awareness and align efforts with national sustainability goals, inspiring grassroots movement for environmental conservation. Signed, Abhishek Karnani, President, IAA India Chapter. Can we keep the applause going one more time? And now I request our presenters to please do the honors. For the Green Crusader of the Year. Thank you again for those pioneering efforts. Can we have a huge round of applause one more time, ladies and gentlemen? And with that, while I thank our presenters, I request Sri Rahul Narvekar to please remain on stage, sir. While I thank our presenters for doing the honors, I'd now like to please request Sri Narvekar to please share a few words with the August gathering. Can we have a huge round of applause one more time, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, a very good evening to everyone present here this evening. At the outset, let me start with congratulating IAA India for successfully organizing the Olive Crown Awards 2025 for the last 15 years successively. I was told that these awards this function is being organized for the last 15 years, perhaps a time when sustainability was not a known concept the way it is today. But I'm glad that there were people and organizations like the IAA India, which took upon the task of driving the thought of sustainability through young minds, old minds, and people at large. It's because of these efforts by organizations like the IAA, that we see the world taking sustainability very, very seriously. And therefore, we must all applaud the efforts of the IAA in taking up this cause and recognizing individuals, entities, associations who have done remarkably in the field of sustainability. Like we have in our ideology, the Indian ideology, the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, where we consider the whole world to be our family. And I truly believe that sustainability is the key to keeping each and every global citizen tied to one another. And therefore, I'm of the firm view that this is a responsibility not just of associations and entities like the IAA, it is the responsibility of every individual, every global citizen who believes the world to be his family. And therefore, we must take it upon ourselves to ensure that there is a sustainability factor existing in every task that we take up, in every objective that we set forth, and in every mission that we take upon as individuals as a group, as citizens, or as a nation. I'm sure that in the times to come, sustainability will be the driving force behind every objective that we set forth. We are aware that India as a nation has taken up sustainability very, very seriously, may it be with regards to the environment commitments that we have, or may it be with regards to the socio-economic patterns that we have, may it be with regards to the social security patterns that we deliver in our country. And therefore, I'm very glad to share with you that not only is the government conscious with regards to keeping sustainability at the center of all its objectives, but let me tell you, as the Speaker of the State Legislature, we have not kept the legislature too far with regards to sustainability. I'm not emphasizing on the political sustainability of governments, but I'm talking about the functionality of the legislature as a whole. As the Speaker of the State Legislature, I have also made an effort to make the state legislature paperless, where in the next few sessions, we'll be making the state legislature completely paperless, where agendas and programs and debates can be seen, heard on an online platform. And there are many other initiatives which we are taking up in the state legislature as well. Needless to state, I can't see of one area where sustainability has not been focused. May it be environment. Look at the way the world is working towards renewables. There was a time when people had written off solar, and today solar is the driving force for the world. Solar energy is something which everyone is absolutely focused on. And after that, we've advanced towards hydrogen energy now. And that is also going to be a landmark achievement in the renewable sector, which of course is going to make the world environment more sustainable. With regards to the social sector also, we have realized that unless we have sustainability in our social linkage, in our social fabric, it is not going to be possible to run or perhaps exist as a union. And therefore, in every aspect of the government, of the legislature, we are all working consciously towards making India and the world a more sustainable place to leave behind for the generations to come. And I am completely sure that each one of you all present here will make a conscious effort in achieving this objective as individuals and as citizens of this great nation. Needless to state, our economy is turning out to be one of the most sustainable economies in the world today. Undoubtedly, we are growing at a pace of 6.5% to 7% year after year. The economy does not get as impacted as any other economy would get because of world economic crisis. And therefore, sustainability in our economic sector is also something which each one of us is proud of. Needless to state, as the Speaker of the State Legislature, I stand committed to making your world and my world more sustainable day after day. Being the Speaker of the State Legislature, you can understand, I hardly get to speak on the mic there. So when I get a mic here, I don't leave the opportunity. And therefore, being conscious about the fact that we need to be sustainable in our speech as well, I shall not deliberate further. And I wish all the awardees of tonight's function all the very best. Congratulations for all the awardees. And those who've not made it this evening, I'm sure there's lots to look upon the next year ahead. My best wishes to all of them. Good luck to all of y'all in our endeavors in making this world more sustainable. Thank you for having me here this evening. Good day. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Firstly, thank you. Thank you very much indeed for those candid yet powerful thoughts that you've shared with us this evening. And can we have a louder round of applause one more time, ladies and gentlemen? And if I could please invite Mr. Abhishek Karnani and Mr. Janak Sada to please come on stage to present a token of our heartfelt gratitude to Sri Rahul Narvekar. again, thank you very much, sir, for joining us this evening. Thank you once again, sir. And on that beautiful note, ladies and gentlemen, let's now march ahead to our next set of awards. And to present the next set of awards, let me also please invite our next set of presenters. First up, I'd like to please invite Mr. Abhijit Ghorpade, Director, Climate Cell, Government of Maharashtra, to please come on stage. And I'd like to also further invite Mr. Neeraj Roy, IAA Mancom member and founder, Hungama Digital Media Entertainment Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Abhijit Ghorpade and Mr. Neeraj Roy, warm welcome, sir. Joining in to do the honors for our next category. And let me tell you that our next category celebrates the organizations that selflessly do all that they can for planet Earth. Now, in this category, we have 1 silver and 1 gold olive crown. So I'm going to request our presenters once again to come to the side of the stage. So let's take a look at the silver olive crown.
In the category Green NGO of the Year, the silver olive crown goes to Population First.
An organization blending economic independence with environmental sustainability. Let me please invite the entire team to please come on stage. And let's also accompany that walk with an applause, everyone. Let's keep applauding for the team. Congratulations to the entire team. And now let's take a look at the gold olive crown in this category.
In the category Green NGO of the Year, the gold olive crown goes to
Water is life. Every living being on the planet is dependent on water. There is, however, an acute water scarcity in many Indian forests. In the peak summers, wildlife often migrates towards human settlements in search of water, bringing them into conflict with humans. This is where Earth Brigade Foundation steps in. Our initiative, Project Aquarius, provides sustainable solar pump installations inside forests. The solar pumps draw groundwater and replenish water holes, providing precious drinking water for wildlife. This benefits wildlife conservation and mitigates human-wildlife conflict. Please donate to Earth Brigade Foundation to support this noble mission.
Earth Brigade Foundation.
We'd like to invite the dynamic team to please come on stage, because winning Olive Crown consistently for yet another year, the team at Earth Brigade has increased its footprints, covering a much larger area. Congratulations once again to the entire team. I see 6 yards of power right here on stage. Can we have a powerful round of applause, everyone? Congratulations and thank you so much for doing the honors. All right. Now, before we get to our next set of awards, the big ones, the ones winning in multiple categories, it is time to welcome on stage someone who, through music, will strengthen our belief that our planet thrives when we find the right rhythm. But before that, I also see our AFA chairperson, Mr. Srinivasan Swamy, here with us in the audience. And I'd also like to take this moment to talk to all of you about AFA Brilliance Awards, now inviting entries for the second edition of the AFA Brilliance Awards, where we salute creative excellence in 10 top advertising categories across Asia, real brand work that's backed by real budgets. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, please do participate. There is no entry fee for your nomination, so please do make the most of it. I believe we also have some of the details coming up on the screen. Well, if not, please do go ahead and please do nominate. But that being said, you know, in the Indian classical dance, there are beautiful mudras of expression, and one of my favorites is the Shikhara. So this is the Shikhara mudra. But if you take a look at the Shikhara mudra in our Gen Z language, it also looks like a good thumbs up. That's how beautiful it is, right? Going back to the roots. I want all of you to give me a big thumbs up if you're ready for the next segment of the program. Yes? I see it right up there. Well, then in that case, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Ulari Saldana, who incidentally set the stage on fire at the last Goa Fest singing competition. The Zordar Talia ho jaye. Let's have a huge round of applause. Coming up next, Ulari Saldana. Oh, we can make that louder, everyone. Come on, just one more time. Yes.
Thank you.
Woo.
Think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a thing you can't claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you learn things you never knew, Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue cold moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the salt sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches that surround you. And for once, never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we're all connected to each other. In a circle, in a hoop that never ends. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue cold moon? Or let the eagle tell you where he's been? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry sky to the blue cold moon. For whether we are white or copper skin, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can know the earth and still all you alone deserves until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. Thank you.
You know, this evening is turning out to be so mellifluous. Thank you so much, Yuliri. I'm going to request you to remain on stage. In fact, you know, they often say that singing connects the hearts and sustainability connects the futures. And when both come together, a chant begins to hum. So thank you so much indeed. And with that, if I could please request Mr. Janak Sada to please come on stage. I'd like to please request you to present a token of our gratitude to Yuliri Saldana. Thank you so much for joining us. Can we also have a musical round of applause one more time for Yuliri? We love that. Thank you so much. All right, now it's time to present a very special recognition. IAA has always believed that communication is a force for good. And while that philosophy can be found in every work that we do, more so in the IAA Olive Crown Awards. We met the jury early on for the IAA IMC Sustainability Initiative, and now to present the award, I'd like to please invite on stage Sunita Ramnathkar, Vice President IMC, and Abhishek Karnani, President IAA India Chapter. All right, so with that, what we're about to do now is, again, all eyes on the screen. So what we're about to do now is take a look at the winning campaign. So we'll have the winning campaign on the screen. If I could also request our presenters to please come to the side of the stage. I'm going to request you, sir and ma'am, so we can take a look at the winning campaign on the screen, please.
The Olive Crown for the IAA IMC Sustainability Initiative goes to Pinky Promise, created by Ogilvy India.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, along with the Olive Crown, this winning idea has been produced and amplified on print and outdoor media. So congratulations to Abhishek and Rahul as well, the entire team. I'm going to request our presenters to please come center stage to do the honors. Congratulations. And I'd like to request Mr. Abhishek Karnani to remain on stage. And thank you, Sunita ma'am, for doing the honors. Yes, ma'am, absolutely. But I'm going to be requesting Mr. Karnani to please share a few words with us all.
Good evening, friends. We have witnessed some remarkable work being recognized, work that not only inspires us, but also drives real change. Although we live in challenging times, one thing is clear: sustainability is no longer a choice. It is a responsibility. The warning signs are now impossible to ignore. Erratic weather patterns, raging wildfires, vanishing forests, melting ice caps, and the heartbreaking disappearance of animals and bird species. They are no longer distant headlines. They are our reality. At the International Advertising Association, we take these warnings seriously. And I'm heartened to see that corporates, advertising agencies, and media houses are doing the same. Your participation in the Olive Crown Awards, your presence here this evening, and the powerful creative work you bring to this platform prove your commitment to the cause that unites us, that communication can be a force for good. Each one of us has a role in this fight. The choices we make today will determine how history judges us tomorrow. The Olive Crown Awards are more than just accolades. They are our collective pledge to protect brand Earth, a brand none of us can afford to lose. I want to thank you all for being a part of this 15-year journey. My heartfelt gratitude goes to those who conceived this initiative, nurtured it, and transformed it into this robust and meaningful endeavor it is today. Let's keep pushing forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Karnani, for those pioneering thoughts that you've shared with us this evening. And with that, once again, we'd like to thank all our partners for the evening. So first up, we'd like to thank our presenting partner, Deepak Builders and Developers. Can we keep that applause going as I keep thanking our partners? Our associate partner, Blue Star, supporting partner, Mobligent, print media partners, The Hindu Group, the Free Press Journal, Deccan Herald, and Hindustan Times. Web media partners at Gully, MXM, Indian Television, and Media News for You. And strategic partner, Avador. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the serial winners. Now, the next few winning campaigns have kept sustainability at the core and have taken a multi-pronged approach to giving a voice to planet Earth. The jury has awarded these projects across multiple categories, and the next segment will celebrate the stunning work its creators, agencies, brands, and people alike. Now, our next award is for a campaign that the committee has seen continuous efforts in bringing together singers, celebrities, brands for one cause, Brand Earth. So to present this award, I'd like to please invite on stage Jaideep Gandhi, Vice President, IAA India Chapter. And if I may also please invite Janak Sarda, Chairperson, IAA Olive Crown Awards, and Devashri Chande, Managing Director, Deepak Builders and Developers. So with that, let's now take a look at the winner.
The committee's Choice Special Award for Best Continuing Effort goes to
पाया है लौटाना है, पाया है लौटाना है, सबने मिलकर ठाना है, जिस धरती ने दिया है हमको उसको अब लौटाना है। भूमि नमस्कार, भूमि नमस्कार, आने वाले पल से कैसे हम कह पाएंगे,
समझ न पाए जिम्मेवारी कैसे हम समझाएंगे,
हमको मिलकर एक साथ अब अपना फर्ज निभाना है, अगर धरती से है प्यार। भूमि नमस्कार, भूमि नमस्कार।
अगर धरती से है प्यार तो करो भूमि नमस्कार। I thank the Hamla Foundation for spreading this global initiative.
On this World Environment Day, let us all pledge that we do whatever we are able to do to help our Mother Earth sustain herself for future generations. Agar dharti se hai pyar,
करो भूमि नमस्कार.
World Environment Day, created by Hungama Digital Media Entertainment Private Limited and Bhamla Foundation.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bhumi Namaskar to the entire team. And we have the pleasure of having some of the powerful voices behind the campaign. So let's have a huge, huge round of applause as I invite on stage Mr. Asif Bhamla of the Bhamla Foundation, Mr. Neeraj Roy, founder Hungama Digital Media, and Mr. Prasoon Joshi, the lyricist for the campaign. Huge congratulations indeed for their continuous efforts in promoting sustainability. Congratulations and thank you to the entire team for inspiring us all with your continuous efforts. Yes.
I also want to acknowledge here somebody who's the creator of this entire Bhumi Namaskar campaign, which is our Balki. Balki couldn't be here, but he was the director. And it is Prasoon and Balki who really stitched this entire piece together for the Bhamla Foundation, and in which Hungama has been part of this entire initiative. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may humbly please invite back Mr. Prasoon Joshi. So we've heard the lyrics of the song, but we'd love to hear from you as well. Can we have a huge round of applause one more time for Mr. Prasoon Joshi?
Well, I'm really thankful to Mr. Asif Bhamla here, who, because of whom we all come together. We feel that the noble efforts he's been making, and I think one thing is to start something and another thing is to be able to sustain it. I think for years he has been able to get everyone together and excite us towards this cause, and he's consistent about it. So I think one round of applause for him. And I'm really thankful to Balki, who's not here. It's always a joy to collaborate with someone like him, and we go a long way back. So this project also, thanks to Mr. Bhamla, that we got to sort of jam together again on something creatively after years. So again, congratulations with that team and Neeraj here. And I think your daughter, who's also supported, this cause. You want to say something?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Prasoonji. Neeraj, a very big hand to Neeraj Roy. They were all who were part of it. Of course, Balki headed the campaign, and Balki and Prasoonji bonded so well that this fabulous outcome is the result of the same. As we all know that it's been 27 years the foundation has been working, and environment has been something very close to heart, and we are fortunate that the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has also acknowledged the work that we've done on various fields of sustainability. And of course, Olive Crown Awards has been like an olive for us, and we always are fortunate to have the crown every year religiously, because I understand that they acknowledge our work in the field. Now, this is just an awareness campaign, but there's on-ground work also that happens, right from beach cleaning to the plastic pollution, to air pollution, to water pollution. In larger interest for sustainability, we look forward to the support of everybody. And thank you, Prasoonji, for writing such a beautiful thing. And let me also disclose this. Prasoonji wrote this and penned this beautiful line, "Agar dharti se pyar to karo bhumi namaskar." in about 3 minutes, and he sent it to us on WhatsApp. And I said, wow, that's magic. Thank you, sir.
3 minutes and 50 years. So, so I also want to thank, Ramesh here, who invited us here, and and Mr. Swami for running this, this great award for many years. So, congratulations for yet another successful year. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed for those powerful words, that powerful music as well. And with that, I'd also like to thank our presenters for doing the honors. Thank you once again. And on that inspiring note, ladies and gentlemen, we're marching ahead really quick to our next set of awards. And to do the honors, may I please invite on stage Roger Pereira, past president IAA India chapter and partner Roger Pereira Communications. I'd also like to please invite Harjinder Kang, Deputy High Commissioner, UK Consulate, and Sangeeta Tanwani, IAA Mancom member and CEO and Director, Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited, and Harshita Narvekar, one of the most hardworking representatives in South Mumbai. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us as well. Thank you, sir, for joining us. In fact, our esteemed presenters will be presenting our next 2 awards, giving a total of 4 Olive Crowns. Now, as we celebrate 15 years of the Olive Crown Awards, it's heartening to know that our next winner has a parallel journey, one that also began 15 years ago, using the power of visual storytelling to nurture awareness and action for the planet. Let's take a look.
The Silver Olive Crown for Events and International Green Campaign of the Year goes to the 15th Green Storm Global Photography Festival, created by Organic BPS for Green Storm Foundation.
Let's have a huge round of applause. I request our presenters to please come center stage. And to our fellow green storytellers, congratulations indeed. It is true when they say a picture speaks 1,000 words. These are words of inspiration indeed. Thank you so much. Congratulations to the entire team. Congratulations again. I'm going to request our presenters to remain on stage. Congratulations to the team. And now our next campaign has a very strong visual appeal in communicating sustainability. Let's take a look on the screen, please.
The Silver Olive Crown for Press Corporate and Out of Home goes to The War Against Plastic, created by R.K. Swami for Orient Cement.
Equating plastic pollution with mass destruction, challenging us to treat the war on plastic with the urgency it deserves. Huge congratulations to the entire team. Congratulations again. And with that, I'd also like to thank our presenters. Thank you very much for doing the honors. Thank you for joining us. We'll keep that momentum on, we'll keep that tempo on because it's time for our next set of awards. And to present the next set of awards, may I please invite on stage Megha Tata, past president, IAA India chapter. I'd also like to invite Nandini Dias, Honorary Secretary, IAA India Chapter, Kaushik Roy, past President, IAA India Chapter and Director, Imagination Works, and Darshana Shah, CMO, Aditya Birla Capital. In fact, our next set of presenters will be presenting the next two awards, giving a total of 4 Olive Crowns. And our next two awards are campaigns that are won big tonight. Both the campaigns are winning 2 goals each. So I'm guessing we already have everyone's attention for that, because the first campaign is rooted in a media house that has taken up the cause of sustainability through multiple routes as part of a single campaign. All eyes on the screen, please.
The Gold Olive Crown for events and the Green Campaign of the Year goes to
खुला है आसमां, हरी भरी है ये ज़मीं, ये देखो कितने जुड़े हुए हैं सरज़मीं पर, क्यों न जाने जुड़े हैं हम वाकिफ खड़े, उड़ेंगे आज हाँ है ये हमको यकीन. Rise up, it's time to take a stand. This is our moment, the future's in our hands. One vote, one voice. Together we can change ours again. Rise up, it's time to take a stand. This is our moment, the future's in our hands. One vote, one voice. Together we can change our earth again. Earth again. खुला है आसमां, हरी भरी है ये ज़मीं, ये देखो कितने जुड़े हुए हैं सरज़मीं पर, क्यों न जाने जुड़े हैं हम वाकिफ खड़े, उड़ेंगे आज हाँ है ये हमको यकीन. Rise up, it's time to take a stand. This is our moment, the future's in our hands. One vote, one voice. Together we can change ours again. Rise up, it's time to take a stand. This is our moment, the future's in our hands. One vote, one voice. Together we can change our earth again. Earth again.
Punosho Prathibi, Earth Again campaign, created by Eastern Media Limited.
Huge congratulations to the entire team. From print to events, grassroots level activation and amplification of the same. Mighty, mighty congratulations there. congratulations to the entire team once again. And I'd like to request our presenters to please remain back so that we can go ahead to taking a look at our next campaign, which is the one that most of us in this room would have definitely seen. It is heartwarming and so true to the cause. So once again, all eyes on the screen, please.
The Gold Olive Crown for TVC, cinema, corporate, and digital goes to
बाबा बिजली कब आएगी और पंखा कब चलेगा?
चंटू साहब, पहले पंखा आएगा फिर बिजली आएगी हैं?
पहले पंखा आएगा फिर बिजली आएगी। तुझे पता है क्या? पहले पंखा आएगा फिर बिजली आएगी।
बारी को क्लास के
तुम तो कल का बोल रहा था पहले पंखा आएगा फिर बिजली आएगी।
रूठी रूठी रोशनी,
तू तो मुझे मानता है ना? पहले पंखा आएगा फिर बिजली आएगी।
लागी
अरे काके चलो इधर हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं?
पंखा आएगा फिर बिजली आएगी।
पहले पंखा आएगा
बिजली आएगी। ऑन करो।
हम सिर्फ वातावरण से बिजली नहीं बनाते हैं, जिंदगी में रोशनी जगाते हैं, खुशियां फैलाते हैं। अदानी, हम करके दिखाते हैं।
पहले पंखा आएगा फिर बिजली आएगी. Created by Ogilvy India for Adani Enterprises Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, all fans of the campaign as well. We're all ardent fans as well. So can we have a huge fanatic round of applause? Bring the energy back in the end. Let's hear it for Ogilvy India creating this for Adani Enterprises. Congratulations to the entire team. Congratulations and thank you very much for doing the honors. I'd also like to thank our presenters. Thank you very much for presenting the awards. Thank you for joining us. All right, it's getting even more inspiring. Taking a look at all those campaigns. But ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to move on to our next set of awards, which is why to present the next set of awards, I'd like to please invite on stage Babita Barua, IAA Mancom member and CEO, VML India. I'd also like to invite Jay Krishnan, CEO, India Samsonite, and Nassim Ali, former CEO, Godrej Agro. I'd like to please request all our presenters to please come on stage. If I could please invite Babita Barua, Jay Krishnan and Nassim Ali to please come on stage, sir. Let's have you all on stage, please. We'll have you, sir, on the stage to do the honors. I'm just going to quickly check for our presenters here. If not, then let's also move ahead, and let me please also request Mr. Ramesh Narayan, past President, IAA India Chapter. Mr. Ramesh Narayan, if I could please invite you to come on stage to do the honors. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for joining in. In fact, our presenters will be presenting our next two awards, and our next category looks at corporates that go the distance, organizations who have used the power of their platform, influence, and intent to drive meaningful change, where profit meets purpose and impact goes beyond the bottom line. This honor celebrates those whose work reminds us that sustainability isn't a side project, it's in fact a responsibility. We have one silver, one gold olive crown in this category. So first, let's take a look at the silver olive crown.
The Silver Olive Crown for Corporate Social Crusader of the Year goes to.
दोस्तों, खाना खाए बगैर इंसान कितने दिन जिंदा रह सकता है? 15-20 दिन, 40 दिन, 50, ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2 महीना। पानी पिए बगैर हम कितने दिन जिंदा रह सकते हैं? 2-3 दिन, 5 दिन, 1 हफ्ता। सांस लिए बगैर इंसान कितनी देर जिंदा रह सकता है? शायद 2-4 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं। इसी से हमें अंदाजा होना चाहिए कि सांस और साफ हवा जिंदगी के लिए कितनी जरूरी है। और इसीलिए दैनिक भास्कर ने एक पेड़ एक जिंदगी अभियान शुरू किया। इस अभियान के तहत 20 अगस्त को अखबार के साथ घर घर बीज पहुंचाए जाएंगे, जिनसे हम पौधे तैयार कर सकते हैं, और यही पौधे भविष्य में हमारे बच्चों को साफ हवा देंगे। मैं इस अभियान के साथ जुड़ चुका हूं, आप भी जरूर जुड़िए। और अगर आप जुड़ते हैं तो शुक्रिया के तौर पे मेरी तरफ से एक पर्सनलाइज्ड मैसेज आपको आएगा। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Dainik Bhaskar.
With multiple campaigns through the year filled with action, awareness, and accountability, they walk the green talk, spearheading multiple environmental initiatives, engaging communities, and inspiring responsibility at scale. Huge congratulations to the entire team at Dainik Bhaskar. Congratulations. I'd like to request our presenters to remain on stage. Okay, one thing for sure is while we're inching closer and closer towards the end, I noticed कि आंखों में नमी और तालियों में कमी. भाई ये तो बात नहीं है यार, जोरदार तालियां पहले हो जाए. It's been a while since we heard the sound of the applause. Wonderful. So with that applause, let's move ahead and take a look at the gold olive crown in this category. Here we go.
The Gold Olive Crown for Corporate Social Crusader of the Year goes to. Adani Enterprises Limited.
Well, it started with a pankha, promised bijli, but behind that playful punchline lies a powerful purpose. From bringing comfort to homes to committing to large-scale green energy, this commitment is a glimpse into the many layers of Adani's sustainability journey. Can we have a huge round of applause one more time? And let's hear it for Adani Enterprises. Congratulations and thank you very much for doing the honors. With that, we're now moving on to our next set. In fact, it's now time to present the last set of awards. That's right. So to do the honors for the last set of awards, may I please invite on stage Jaideep Gandhi, Vice President, IAA India Chapter. May I also please invite Manish Anandani, IAA Mancom Member and Managing Director, India, Kendu. And if I may also please invite Mr. Tarun Jha, Head of Marketing, JSW Steels. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're all excited, it's our last set of awards. Can we have an exciting round of applause? Because your energy is the cue to go ahead with this set of awards. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so our presenters will be presenting our next two awards. We've got one gold olive crown presented in our next category, so let's take a look.
The green brand of the year is...
What if your used paper could come back to life? Patented fiber blend technology developed for enhanced printer health. PackMate recycled printing paper saves trees, water, and energy. Eco-friendly and high quality, reducing waste and keeping our planet green. Perfect for office, home, or school. From waste to worth, PackMate transforms used paper into high-quality recycled sheets, giving resources a second life while protecting our planet. Why unbleached paper is better for your printer? Unbleached chemical-free recycled paper is the ideal choice for your printer, as it significantly reduces residue buildup, safeguarding internal components like rollers, drums, and print heads from wear and tear. With its natural fibers, it creates a smooth and balanced surface for toner adhesion, delivering crisp, high-quality prints while minimizing the risk of paper jams. Moreover, it reflects a commitment to sustainability, ensuring a healthier environment and a safer workspace by eliminating harmful chemicals. By choosing this eco-conscious option, you not only enhance your printer's performance and longevity, but also contribute to a more responsible and sustainable future.
PackMate Green LLP.
Well, let's pack it with a huge round of applause as well. Let's hear it for PackMate Green LLP. They don't just package products, they package purpose. With compostable, recyclable, and biodegradable solutions at their core, this brand proves that going green isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Huge congratulations. And on that note, our next award this evening looks at the Green Agency of the Year, winning 4 Olive Crowns. That's right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, now that we have everyone's attention one more time, this is our last award this evening that looks at Green Agency of the Year, winning 4 Olive Crowns and a very, very special jury's special mention. So first up, let's take a look at the winner.
The Green Agency of the Year is R.K. Swami.
The loudest round of applause, everyone. One more time. From gas to cement, fertilizers, and NGOs, their work has definitely stood out this evening. Huge congratulations. Huge congratulations and thanks to all the winners for keeping sustainability at the core of communication and also for inspiring and sowing the seeds of change for a greener and better tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, now that marks the close of the fabulous evening of IAA Olive Crown Awards 2025. One last time, just one last time. Zordar taaliyan ho jaye. Huge round of applause for the winners, for the jury, and also for our partners. We'd like to once again thank our presenting partner, Deepak Builders and Developers, associate partner, Blue Star, supporting partner, Mobligent, print media partners, The Hindu Group, The Free Press Journal, Deccan Herald, and Hindustan Times, web media partners, AdGalim, MXM, Indian Television and Media News for You, and strategic partner, Avador. Well, as we turn the lights down on this evening, let's also carry forward the energy, ideas, and responsibility to create, communicate, live more consciously. Looks like we've raised the bar of the evening. Let's hit the bar and let's take the conversations and celebrations forward. Thank you for being such a phenomenal audience. This is Kavya signing off. I'll see you on the other side. Thank you again.